Let's navigate now. I'm going to click back on my Finder and get in here to my Photoshop 1 folder. First thing I want to do is open up that butterfly image. So I'm just going to, just to make sure it doesn't open in another application, I'll drag that down here into my Photoshop icon. And we see this is a picture of a butterfly I actually took in Costa Rica. And I selected this image mostly because one of the things I want to teach through this demonstration is the ability to select different objects and use the selection tools. So the first thing we want to do, my plan is to capture this butterfly. I just want to select out this picture of the butterfly in the middle. He's really pretty in the environment, but for our purposes today, we're just going to use him. So I'm going to grab the crop tool. That's this little guy over here, sort of the universal symbol for crop. And you roll over all of these, and they're going to tell you what they are. Of course, if you see a little black tab on the corner of any of these, if you click and hold, that just means he's got other tools inside that really just make sense. They're sort of partners in crime, all those little tools in there. We'll get into that one in just a little bit as well. So the first thing I want to do is actually crop this. Excuse me. One of the things you need to remember that'll be very handy for you is if you want to constrain the proportions of any of the work you're ever doing in just about any application we use that's made by Adobe, to constrain the proportions, you just hit the Shift key, hold down the Shift key while you're doing it. You see how that just jumped right away to a square? That's going to constrain your proportions. It's not important in this case. I just want to try and select out that butterfly, but I did want to point that out, that holding the Shift key will allow you to constrain anything that you're doing, and that's both with cropping or if you're trying to use the transform tool, which we'll get into, and shrink or enlarge an image. Once I've selected that area that I want to crop, it shows you kind of what it looks like. If I need to make adjustments, I can put my mouse over here on the corner and drag and pull that in a little bit so I've got exactly the area that I want to select. And then if I double click in the center, boom, I've got my butterfly all cropped and ready to go.